Haiti. Former Haitian First Lady indicted for assassination of husband. The wife of former Haitian President Jovenel Moïse, Martine Moïse, and the former Prime Minister Claude Joseph are among 51 people indicted by a Haitian judge in connection with the assassination of her late husband. In a 122-page document dated January 25, 2024, published by online Haitian news site AyiboPost on Monday, Judge Walther Wesser Voltaire claims that Mrs. Moïse conspired with former Prime Minister Joseph to assassinate the president so she could replace him as president. As mentioned in the New York Post, Voltaire wrote in his indictment that former Haitian Secretary General of the National Palace Lyonel Valbrun told officials that Mrs. Moïse had made plans to replace her husband 2 days before his assassination. According to the Christian Post, Valbrun stated that Mrs. Moïse told him in Haitian Creole, quote, "Jovenel has done nothing for us. You must open the president's offices for Ti Klod, Prime Minister Joseph, to organize a council of ministers. He will have to organize elections in the next 3 months so that I become president. That is now that we will have power," unquote. As per the New York Post, Valbrun also told officials that he was under, quote, "strong pressure," unquote, from Mrs. Moïse to prepare the president's office for Joseph so he could, quote, "organize a council of ministers," unquote. As reported by the Christian Post, former official in the Haitian Justice Ministry, Joseph Badio, who is also indicted in connection with President Moïse's assassination, stated that Mrs. Moïse plotted with Joseph and others to assassinate her husband, quote, "to monopolize power," unquote. The New York Post also reports that Valbrun said that Mrs. Moïse, quote, "raised suspicion when she removed a bunch of things from the National Palace late at night between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m., 2 days before the president was killed," unquote. As stated in the Christian Post, Valbrun also alleges that Mrs. Moïse told him 2 days before her husband was assassinated that she wanted to become president. Further, Mrs. Moïse's testimonies after the death of her husband have many inconsistencies, including her claim that she hid under the bed when the assassins entered the bedroom and killed her husband. After investigators inspected the Moïse's bedroom, they noticed that it was too low for someone to get underneath it. Mrs. Moïse is believed to be in hiding in Miami, Florida, but is scheduled to testify in a separate case of her husband's assassination in the United States, involving 11 defendants, 6 of whom have pleaded guilty to a plot to kidnap President Moïse, which turned into an assassination at the last moment. President Moïse was shot 12 times and killed when more than 24 armed men broke into the Moïses Port-au-Prince bedroom on the night of July 7, 2021. The attack resulted in Mrs. Moïse being shot several times and airlifted to the United States for emergency treatment.